Hey there, BookTube. Noah. Everyone who reads and must converses the channel. Thanks for coming by. Happy Friday. Awesome. Nice to see everybody. And a crazy week, right? Not just in my personal life, but a crazy week for all of us when it comes down to it. Doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what you're doing. The uncertainty and the just the craziness that's going on in our world is maybe unprecedented, maybe not. Maybe getting to a point of unprecedented, who freaking knows? But here we talk about books. So thanks for coming by. And I'm going to talk about a lot of things. Been reading Saramaga, The Stone Raft. This book, ugh, I tell you, it's weird, very different. I'm really down for it, down for the different and all that. Hey, Book Nick, nice to see you, brother, for sure. Hey, hey, and so it's unlike any other Saramaga that I've read. I'm just kind of in a weird place with it. Definitely, magical realism is a great way to you know label what it is, but it's going through a lot of trouble to drive home the realistic nature of it with one major surreal or magical element to the story, right? Hey, Mark Richardson in the house. Nice to see you. And hey, Deb, I look forward to our Sunday. Mark Richardson has invited me to come on over to his channel. And so on Sunday, I'll be over there at Richardson Reads, right? Sorry. Boom. I'll be there. And we're just going to have like a unscripted book talk, kind of approach it a way of sitting like if we were sitting around hanging out after dinner around the fire talking books and stuff, and we're just going to do that remotely, right? Do that live for you guys. And Mark, you're an inspiration to me as far as starting my channel. On my first ever video, I call out Mark Richardson as somebody that I had found that inspired me to start my channel. Hey, Agent Quavy, nice to see you. Thanks for always supporting the channel. Happy Friday. Uh, hey, Nick Voro, happy Friday. I hope you're doing all right, brother. Some of us are touched more personally by the things that are going on over on over across the sea, and Nick is one of those. So my heart goes out to you, brother, and you're definitely on my in my thoughts and on my mind and in my heart. Hooked on Books with Chris. Nice to see you. Very cool. I'm glad you made it as well. Happy Friday. Hey Trish, happy Friday. Thanks for coming by. Thank you for always supporting what I do. Hey Tyler, the Falcon is here. Tyler, that tag. I swear, man. I don't even want to talk about it because I don't want to bring attention to it, to tell you the truth. It's not not my bag. But I did watch the whole thing. So so there's that. Hey Moon Palm, Nancy in the house. Nice to see you. Thank you for always coming by. Nancy has an amazing collection. Go ahead and check her out, Moon Palm, on Instagram. Nancy is active over there and has a beautiful page. I love my whole feed on Instagram is just books, and those that really, just keep being ones that catch my attention and strike me. I then kind of become familiar with their handles and things like that. And Moon Palm is definitely one of those. Hey, Mr. Bungle. Yeah, I used to listen to Mr. Bungle back in the day. Jason, Moto Hero, happy Friday. Thanks for coming by. Just woke up. Just woke up. Jason is on the East Coast with me, so I'm glad to see. I'm glad to hear that you had a laid back, restful evening, and then woke up just in time for my live. Right? Ineffable. Happy Friday. Hey, buddy. Thanks for coming by. Awesome. Very cool. Passed out, I'm sure. Kona's kids. Hello. Happy Friday. First time I've seen you on the live, so thank you for saying something so that I can shout it out and then acknowledge that you're part of the Friday live here. As you can see, I got a new desk. This was one that we had, but wasn't being in use. But it's small and it fits here on the side. I'm actually in the same place that I usually am. Usually my camera is more facing this way and I'm more facing. So I got you at a different angle, but this gives me a lot more space if I want to. I can back off and I can show more books and things like that. I figured it might work out better for, doing videos and showing multiple books, whatever kind of thing like that, right? Who is Kaiser Sosa? That's an amazing, amazing old movie there. Usual Suspects. Awesome, awesome. Conrob, nice. Conrob, cool. Well, welcome back. Thanks for coming by, for sure. You might wonder if you're in the. Hey, man, I appreciate you, Nick. You might wonder if I'm in the corner of my bedroom. That's where I have my little corner desk here. What is this light for? Well, light switch. Your guess is as good as mine. I think maybe there's some outside light, maybe on the corner of the house here on this side of the house. It might control. I don't know. It might control. It doesn't control a light switch or an outlet at all. So I just don't know. I've done a little bit of, kind of trying to figure it out, but not much, right? I'm not going to do the tag. Hell no. I'm not gonna do the tag. So, I don't want to say anything about it because when it comes down to it, I don't disparage others. Things that are not for me are not to be put. I don't put that out there on other people. So, more power to you. It's it's fine. And you definitely called out some great books, and some bad books and some, books that you didn't like, all that kind of stuff. So as far as the book talk, I totally was down for it. You called out Heinlein, Time Enough for Love, which is one of my favorite Heinleins, if not my favorite Heinlein, for sure. Hey, PG, I ain't finna read that. Yeah, your gym mix. Right on. Very cool. Listen to the live while you're working out. Getting strong, baby. I've been we moved so much stuff last weekend. I was wrecked the first part of the week. Still went to work, did my thing. I've just gotten, man, just ripped, man. Just ripped, I tell you. I have not started reading The Savage Detectives. That will be my next Bolaño that I read. I hope to enjoy it more than 2666. Part 4 of 2666 was just completely not just a slog. It's a slog through hell is what it is. And you just can't, almost no redeeming quality to having that part. Tyler called it out right. Calls out 2666 in his tag there. That does he have something to say about these things that he's bringing up? Is he making a commentary? Yeah, it's horrible. Is he just saying that it's horrible? Yeah, I think that's like the whole of it. So I need to get more Bolaño. I know where there's a couple of lesser known works of Bolaño I'm gonna have to buy them new. I don't see Bologna used, so I know where I can find some new. They're shorter works, but Savage Detectives will be next, and then we'll see if I keep going with some more Bologna sooner rather than later, right? Oh my God, a foot of snow today. Good job, Mark, using the snow day for the right reason, in the right way. But I tell you, I I don't get any snow. It was like 70, it's like 73 or 74 for the high today here. I was outside in my t-shirt working, you know. It's it's a far cry from where you guys are at up there in New England, right? 2 hours shoveling. Oh my God. I don't even know what that's about. You know what I mean? I have seen snow like that because I did spend a couple of weeks one winter up in New York. My dad is from Sarasota, grew up in Sarasota, I believe, is where it is. And we went up there when I was younger and had a wonderful Christmas holiday. And I saw feet of snow piled on the sides of the roads, you know, and it was just unbelievable to me to see that amount of snow and being able to build things out of the snow. Amazing. A great movie. What's a great movie? Did I miss it? What movie? Um, right before I started the live, I had a friend of mine over here for like the last hour and a half. He doesn't come by he hasn't come by very often because he's been working like crazy, right? But he told me, he goes, "Have you ever seen Whiplash?" And I said, "No." So he goes, "Man, it won't spoil it, but watch this scene." And he played the final scene, just the jam, where the kid is just going crazy on a jazz drum kit. I was just like that, you know, watching it. It reminded me of Buddy Rich. Magic happens in the corner. That's right. This is where the magic happens, baby. In the corner with the light switch that doesn't control anything. Hey, Scott Danielson, happy Friday. Nice to see you for sure. Um, awesome. I can't we need to do another buddy read, at least one this year. I think we did kind of throw some stuff out there, maybe even doing some more Dan Simmons if we're gonna jump into Ilium and Olympos. Perhaps. Yeah, that's right. That's the way to do it, Mark. Yeah. Hey, Eric Miller. Happy Friday. Thanks for coming by. For sure. So I am halfway through the Stone Raft. Wow. Yeah, there you go, Nancy. Get it going. I like that. I really like that. So I have my computer still sitting in the same place. So when I look over and I'm looking this way now, um, that's when I'm looking at the chat. Okay. And I'm just looking at it and I'll click it, pop it up on the screen like that. And then I can, you know, look more this way. But I want to keep putting the chat up on the screen just in case, you know, people are not, people watch it before it posts as a video, you know? Nice. The man with the golden arm. I don't have it. You said it was awesome, but I don't have it. I definitely will check it out. I did not move. I did not move. I just got a new little desk. I just got a new desk and I've moved my position. Usually my I'm facing more this way. Now I'm facing this way. So my Zohar shelf that you guys see is up against this wall. And you know, I got the desk is longer, so I figure it might work better for my, yeah, right. Hey, Amy. Amy from the Dusty Bookshelf. Thank you for coming by. Happy Friday. For sure. I know Amy doesn't make it by a lot, but it's a pleasure to have you by. You make some great content, Amy. I love your stuff. Just these you know, book binding and book love from generations past, you know. Some wonderful stuff. I bet it is, Mark. I bet it is. Yeah, yeah, that is a great movie. Yeah, The Usual Suspects. That is a great movie. I love it. Very, very cool. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, Scott. I definitely, I definitely am looking forward to it because, man, Dan Simmons can do it, can he? He's such a great writer. Cool, Nick. Cool, cool. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the suggestion. You know, 2666 is enough to make anybody weary of jumping into Bologna. And I read that as my first Bologna. So it was this kind of thing where I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to get into more or not, because it's really not my thing to go towards this like horribly dark and depraved with no redeeming quality and no real commentary on humanity, as except that it sucks. That kind of thing, you know? There's a lot of that book is brutal. Brutal. Hey, Fiction Beast. Yeah. Yes, sir. Very successfully. Right. Yeah. And it is that testing how numb we've become, short or desensitized, right? Testing desensitized, but it almost has the effect of doing that to you with the just relentless descriptions, right? Yeah, it is a great desk. It's small. You can see the shelves are it's only about 3 or 4 inches from top to bottom here. Very slim, but longer than the other one, and fits right up against the wall. Doesn't I got more space for my chair. I got more space for whatever. I have a huge, Cal California King bed in my room here that just dominates the room, right? I wish I could say that the books dominate the room, right? I hear Carrion Comfort is really good, but I haven't read it and I don't own it. I don't own any I just have a Winter Haunting is the only other Dan Simmons that I own right now. Yeah. um please share. Yeah. So Ineffable, uh I heard these kind of things too. Jack over at Rambling Raconteur didn't think much of the uh the duology, the duo of Ilium and Olympos, but that's not going to put me off. When it comes down to it, I I I'd like to see what he does and what he attempts. I'm very much into author intent, even if it's not completely successful. It'll be something where I'm like, oh well, he wasn't completely successful with it, but having the ambition and going for something, I like that. And Dan Simmons definitely swings for the fences. I mean, oh my god. Yeah, not I will not read it again. I will never I will not read 2666 again. Maybe touch on parts if I'm doing like a discussion or something like that, but and digging into it and talking about it, but I would never put myself through that again. Hey Danny, Spinelli speaks. Danny in the house. Nice to see you. Happy Friday for sure. Nice. Oh yeah. I mean, it sticks with you for sure. And there's a lot. I mean, I love the last part, the final part. I love the first part, really. This kind of ridiculous, uh, you know, uh, the teachers and their urban socialite lifestyles, and then they get into some stuff, and I like it. But it's been almost a year since I read it now, And it's just not something I put myself through. So the star of the show, I'm going to go ahead and show it because I shared it on my Instagram. So those of you that follow me on Instagram, you get a little bit of Easter eggs, things that are coming up. But I thrifted at a little, not a Goodwill, like a one-off used thrift store in my town. Borges Ficciones. This is just a paperback that is modeled, same cover as the original hardcover. And look at it. Somebody read this very carefully. The spine is no creases, no cracks, no nothing, right? But it's been completely read. There's underlining and some highlighting, but there's underlining in here. You can see some on this, this part. And so there's quite a bit of underlining. I love Funes. And I mean, there's underlining all over. It's so funny. It's like, yeah, you can underline the entire story. Okay, it's only 4 pages. Something like that. So it's been read. It's been read all the way through, but read by somebody who I respect them as a reader for taking good care of their books. And why would you ever get rid of it? Why would this is the only time I've ever seen fictions in a used bookstore. I had to grab it. Why would you ever get rid of this book? I don't know. I won't. Let me tell you. you know, and I say that, but when it comes down to it, uh, you know, I I would give it to somebody if I knew they were going to read it for sure. Borges is such a master. I'd love to turn people on to Borges and really keep getting it. You know what? I will. I will read more Bologna. People love Bologna. They do. And so maybe when it comes down to it, I will um might change my mind, and after I read, in a couple years, something like that, after I read more Bologna and feel like I'm better understand what he's about, maybe it'll open up thinking about 2666 for me in a way that I do want to retouch it, right? Yeah, the cover of fictions there is freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. I'll get a little closer so everybody can see the colors because it just rocks. Just rocks. Just black on the back. So, and this was Grove Press put this out. I was so happy to find. I mean, I was like in awe when I saw that on the shelf. I was like, really right now? What? And then I saw that it was that cover. I couldn't wait. I got it for 80 cents. 80 cents. Yeah, go Ineffable. I'm excited for you. I am excited for you. Oh no. um, a first edition is, I mean, first paperback edition. But right, this is a first evergreen edition, 1963, and it looks to be the 5th printing of the evergreen edition here. I don't care. That's really for the shelf. Um, I would, let the girls read it and go thumb through it myself if I feel like it's got a great font to it. The text is really large, and the way that it's printed, it's so readable. So it's definitely one that I'll show and thumb through and do that at any chance I can get, right? But of course, my reading copy is uh the Penguin Classics Deluxe Edition of of Borges collected fictions. But that one, did I show? Yeah, I did. I had left it outside, and so it's going. Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean, Mr. Bungle. I know what you mean. So, once I get more, maybe it'll inspire me to, you know, maybe I'll gain some more understanding through what he did with that, or it'll make me think, well, I should retouch it. I should experience it again now that I know more of what he's done. I left it outside. I left it outside. It was bad. It was bad. Hey, Fit to be read. Happy Friday. Fit to be read. Bam. Thanks for always coming by. Oh, nice to see you. And hopefully you're having a great week for sure. I got the bell on for I try to keep the bell on for everybody, but sometimes I notice that there's folks that I really like to keep up with and watch all their stuff that I don't have the bell on, and you were one of them. You were somebody I just noticed that the last video that I saw that the bell wasn't on for you, and I'm like, okay, well that's why I'm kind of missing some of your videos, right? But on YouTube, I really watch from my subscription feed. That's where I watch YouTube from. I don't scroll through just the home feed. It's pretty much the same thing anyways. It suggests to me a lot of my um, subscriptions on my home feed. Uh I would get rid of books if I could buy a first edition, but I'm never gonna. I mean, I won't say never, but I'm more than likely not ever going to buy a first edition Borges fictions because it's probably, you know, $500, $1,000, and the true first edition is in Spanish, right? But we'll see. I mean, that is one of the things, the Aleph and other stories as well. Those two, I would love to have a first edition of that. I will show if anybody wants to see it again. I did find a first edition of Borges' Book of Sand, and I put a some Mylar on this one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Um, the Book of Sand, hardcover. This is translated by Norman Thomas De Giovanni. None of these translations are, like available in the more modern uh, editions. There was some kind of back and forth, some kind of problem with getting the rights, or paying the money for the translation, so they just did different translations. This book was on the a short story shelf in a used bookstore. The you know didn't really have it separate or anything, and I took it and I got it for very, very cheap. It's a prized possession of mine. I love that I have even uh, a first edition of of a Borges collection, right? Yeah, always have a bell on, baby. Always have the bell on for sure. Okay, let me catch up on this chat before. Look at the guns. I know, right? I'm getting strong, man. I'm getting strong. My dad called me, and after work today, I mean, I worked today, and then after work today, I went over to my parents' house and I helped him move this big dresser into the house out of the car. And man, um he's just like he's like, dude. He's like, dude, you're a beast. And I'm like, dude, you have no idea. Yeah, yeah, ineffable. That's how I go, man. You have to. You have to. And I mean, that's what I want to watch anyways, right? That's what I watch on YouTube. I don't search other stuff. If there's recommendations in my feed that are not books, I I check it out, just look at what it is, and I either say not interested, or I leave it because I allow it, but I'll say not interested, because if it's just a random, you know, YouTube throwing something at me, because I don't need that. I'm here for books, baby. That's what I'm here for. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, Jason? That's right. That's a first edition Borges for you. So I'm so happy to have it. I'm so happy to have it. And it was just one of those random things. I am a book hunter. That's what I am. Not to be confused with the channel Book Hunter. I don't know if that's her channel on YouTube. She doesn't make a lot of content on YouTube. She's active on Instagram. She does have a YouTube channel as well. But Book Hunter with like 3 R's. Reads classics, very aesthetically pleasing. What a beautiful Instagram to have. So if you don't follow that, if you're Instagram follower, then there you go. That's right. That's right. Yeah, always have the bell on, baby. Oh, late to the show. No worries, Michael. We'll wait up for you. We'll wait up for you, Michael. Happy Friday. Uh, let's all hang out and forget the ridiculousness for a little while, right? The way in which this world is ran by complete monsters, and they might take us into very dark places, you know. What can you do besides, you know, really just for yourself, you know, kind of put yourself where you want to be. That's how I do anyways. Yes. I'm super excited for you, Mr. Bungle. There you go. Vineland is fantastic, and Against the Day is unbelievably beautiful. You can check out the videos that I did on Against the Day, where it's just me. I do like no spoilers. But then I have a video where I'm talking with another booktube creator, and we talk for like an hour about Against the Day, and we go through everything, very much all kinds of spoilers and everything. So don't watch that until you read it. But Mason and Dixon is the next and last pinch on that I have to read, and then I'll just be doing rereads, right? I love Thomas Pynchon. I love Thomas Pynchon. It's just my style, just my kind of thing, right? You still subscribe to that guy? I'm just Mark. No, all of our feeds have 50 Donahues a day. Yeah, and then the estate cut them out. There you go, Nick. There you go. Yeah, you know, you gotta get the first English editions. That's where you get it, you know. And I was lucky enough to find that one. So if y'all wanna, let's see. Oh no, did you sell it, Nancy? Yes, if you don't mind. If you don't mind. Um, how love how far did you how much did you get for it? Oh my God. What a wonderful addition to anybody's collection to have a first edition Gravity's Rainbow. There's quite a few out there, you know, and they get passed around, but they are expensive for sure. Yeah, I love Book Hunter too. Hey Marcel, happy Friday. Thanks for coming by for sure. I love Book Hunter. And I do love book Instagram in general. It's fantastic. It's really fantastic. I didn't mean to plant that seed, Mark, but I've my I've unsubscribed and then subscribed back to Steve a couple of times. I'm like, man, I can't take this anymore. And then I find myself like checking out what he's putting in his name and then going to his page and then scrolling through, like, you know, the last 40 videos that he put out because I missed a week, right? And then I'm like, why am I here? So I just subscribe back. Yeah. Yes. Nice. Hey, whatever floats your boat, PG. Um, PG and I are fixing to throw out some content. We're gonna do something. We're gonna do it next week. So before the next live, we're gonna do some content. We're gonna go over uh, the final story in David Foster Wallace's Oblivion collections called The Suffering Channel. So if you're down, check it out. If you're down, read it before we talk about it. But it's very hardcore. Not very hardcore, like uh, you know, violent or any kind of the kind of trigger warning for it is like scat humor or scat subject matter. It's really off-putting and it's really weird, but it's genius. I mean, David Foster Wallace is completely genius. I love David Foster Wallace. I do. I will not I will not apologize, because the more I've read of David Foster Wallace, the more I have just been like, oh my God, this is, nobody did what he's done. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. Um, and fit to be read. You're not, it, do not feel any kind of way about being intimidated by Gravity's Rainbow. It is ridiculously complex, and it's crazy as hell, man. I mean, it's crazy as hell, that book. Wow. Nancy. Oh my God. Oh, the soft cover. Okay. Okay. I'm with you. We need more beef in the booktube community, do we? See, part of me loves to push. You know what I mean? But I don't want to push people that I really, really like really, really like Tyler, the Falcon, right? I really like Tyler. Tyler is a really cool dude. So I won't want to push Tyler, because I can get, I mean, I can really, I'm a really, I come across, and I'm, I am me when I'm just talking like this and stuff like that. I'm a kind of person that I don't say things to kind of jab at people, and I don't make comment about judgments. You know what I mean? I don't make judgmental comments about people, because if I do, I hurt people's feelings a lot. Like I'm very strong at it, like very hard at it. So, I don't want to do that with friends. I don't want to do that with people I really, really care about. If it's somebody who's like an acquaintance or somebody that I'm not uh on friendly terms with like that, then I'm more apt to kind of engage. But even then, I will engage and then back off, and I'll feel it out, because I don't want to really hurt people. Yes, y'all are great. This is funny. This is really, really funny. Hey, baby, happy Friday. My woman Emily is out with the girls. So thanks for watching and checking it out, and always supporting me. That's right. Always supporting me. Oh, right. I turn my autoplay off. I don't keep autoplay on, because if I keep the autoplay on, it will inevitably be Steve Donahue. It will be Steve Donahue. Gravity's Rainbow is hilarious. It's so funny and crazy and weird, and yeah, it gets crazy weird. It gets crazy weird. I'm pushing B. Yes. Yeah, that's right. I know Tyler has been pushing the boundaries on YouTube. I'm glad that your video is still in circulation. If I mean, now that I've said it, even though I'm not going to say, I'm not going to talk about it, but now people are going to be interested enough to go see what it what it is. Hopefully, hopefully they do, even if you don't gain any any followers from it. They're going to be like, oh God, yeah, Noah was right. And then just go. We'll see, right? Um that would be so bad. That's funny. just just real quick, look at the chat and give a ranking. Who you like the best and who you like the least. Oh God, it's so bad. You're killing me. Y'all are funny. Y'all are so funny. Yeah, the do Nazis, right? Oh, there's my baby. Mwah. Thank you, honey. Always good. Yeah, I know people want to know what it is, so you can go check out what it is. I'm not. I'm not talking about it. If I talk about it, I'm gonna rip it apart, and not rip it apart because it is, but you know it's just not my thing. And there's real personal and you know okay, I'm not right. You should be afraid. It's it's not an unpopular opinion. It's not it's not an it's not an unpopular opinion. Okay. It's I'm down for people to not have, not be on. Okay, moving on. I got roped into reading some more Finnegans Wake. Um there's a group reading Finnegans Wake very slowly, just piece by piece, picking it apart, going through some secondary sources with it, which is just how I approach Finnegans Wake. So I jumped in the group. I'm going to be, taking bites, taking sips from. I haven't read this edition at all. I found this Penguin edition in a Goodwill not long ago, maybe a few months ago, and got it just because, a buck, right? A buck 50, something like that. Why not? For Finnegans Wake. And what I had before is that white with the green bar across it that just says Finnegans Wake on the green bar, and it says James Joyce like that. That's the edition that I've always had, but this one's a bit more oversized, so I figured it might be a little more enjoyable to read a bit. The font a little bigger, things like that. Just a little, I don't read more than a few pages at a time, and then go to secondary sources and kind of dig into it, and then maybe reread a bit. Skeleton Key to Finnegans Wake, Joseph Campbell, and who else? Joseph Campbell and Henry Morton Robinson. This is an amazing companion. It's an amazing companion done pre-internet. It's like how did this even come about? It's amazing. But my favorite companion to Finnegans Wake is Let Me Be Los. This is exploring Finnegans Wake in the context of William Blake's mythos, who everybody on my channel, watching my channel knows. William Blake, I love William Blake. Just love, love, love William Blake. And and the Egyptian Book of the Dead and the Book of Kells. The Book of Kells is in there somewhere, but I've never really made the connections with the Book of Kells. I see the Egyptian Book of the Dead as scaffolding in some parts that I've touched on for sure. I definitely can call out a lot of the William Blake mythos that's being presented in this kind of stuff. But the Book of Kells, I never really got that right. But we'll see. Oh no. Oh no. Did I look serious? I mean, I don't want to do it. I don't, I like that people are confident enough. I like that Tyler is confident enough and, vocal enough to put it out there and, let the chips fall where they may. I'm not going to, yeah, I'm not one to be like, oh well, that's not what I am about. So I'm gonna unsub, or I'm not gonna follow, or I'm that kind of stuff. I don't do that kind of thing. And I don't urge anybody else to do something like that on people. You see what I'm saying? I will never do that kind of stuff. That's crap to me. That kind of Joyce in the house, baby. Joyce in the house. I love James Joyce. I do. I'm not going to apologize for that one either. People want to give, Wallace and Joyce this kind of flack, but these are giants that have shaped literature in more ways than we can even know. Okay? I mean, I'm not saying it's, you should love every word and you should love everything, but Joyce was a poet of a very high order. What a wonderful wordsmith he was, and just changed the game. Changed the game. That's right. That's how I feel about Tyler. I watch his stuff. I don't agree with most of what he says, but he makes very interesting content, and I like to hear people's opinions. Most people that are on BookTube do not. I don't agree with what their opinions of works are and stuff like that. I don't have to. I want to hear their opinion. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear their experience with a work. I don't even have a feelings a lot of times of I don't think that or I think that as well. I don't even, it's not about that. It's not about me. It's about them. It's when I'm watching and when I'm hearing somebody's thoughts and feelings and experience of reading, it's about them. I'm getting their experience. And that's what I want. That's what I love. That's what I'm here for. And I think most of everybody is, in the same kind of vein. Most people are in that kind of vein too. I know that what I put out there and my opinions and my experience and stuff is not a lot of people's, not most people's. Um, but people seem to like what I do, and they like it because it's different and because it gives them something different. And I try to be true to myself, right? I try to be true to myself and authentically put my thoughts out there. Unfiltered, sure, but I am mindful about not being some not being vulgar, putting, there's ways to say stuff that gets points across that doesn't have to, you don't have to use certain language, you don't have to say it a certain way, you can say it a way that that is okay, that doesn't put people off. Finnegan crushes my brain for sure. I mean, I can't read it without secondary sources. I could. Jack read it just straight through, I know it can be read just as a poetic book, and you get things from it for sure. You get the story and Shem, and these stories, the family and Finnegan and things like this. But I'm all about teasing out. I'm all about the puzzle. And this reading group is also all about the puzzle. No fear, Finnegans Wake. Yes. Yeah, I'm waiting for that too. Good luck, Nancy. We'll read. We'll buddy read that one. Yeah, I love reading literary criticism of all kinds. I love literary criticism, and yeah, I don't like to read them until after I've read a book, unless I'm reading them with the book. That's the only time. If it's a companion, then I will do it. Yeah, William Blake will help. William Blake will help with 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 the content of Finnegans Wake. You know, uh, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yes, that's right. That's right, Tyler. That's exactly right. And I think you said it right. No, Joy Joyce. Lucia Joyce. Who was that? Who was it? Was it Amy? Not Amy at the Dusty Bookshelf, I don't think, but maybe. Celia. It's Celia. In Norway. She has a biography of Lucia Joyce. That's James Joyce's daughter. And she was showing it just on her last video. And it's so interesting to me. So interesting because Lucia Joyce is a character in Alan Moore's Jerusalem. I love this book. I love, 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 love this book. It's probably my favorite book of all time. Definitely top 5. It's definitely top 3. It might be top 1. I would be really hard pressed to take this away from the top spot. I love this freaking book. Oh my God. Love it. So Lucia Joyce is a character and part of one of the greatest chapters in the entire work here. It's called uh, Around the Bend, which is Alan Moore's terminology for insanity. And the chapter is written in a Finnegans Wake, wordplay kind of style that is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah. Read the Odyssey. It's great. Chris, you're gonna love it. Just read it. Just read it. Get a good translation that you can just read and read it. It's a wonderful story. It's so good. Yeah, I love to see it, guys. I love to see uh the community digging each other, even digging content, encouraging each other to create content and to talk about books. That's what we do. Dubliners is fantastic. Dubliners is freaking fantastic. Um, it probably is my favorite Joyce as well. Ulysses is great, but I need to do more Ulysses. See, I did Ulysses and I read like the first half of it, really digging in, and then I finished it up just reading it. And I felt like I didn't get near as much out of it. I feel like I um of course, I mean it's a masterpiece. Joyce really knows what he's doing. And he knows how to. Nice, very cool. Very cool. Moon Palm. I love it. I freaking love it. I feel like with reading Joyce you have to I get the Irish accent in my head when I'm reading. You have to do it. Lady Lady 3 Jane? Oh no. Oh no. Are you talking about Lady Jane books? Lady Jane books is great. Y'all are so freaking funny. Mark, Dubliners 14. Give it to us. Who sounds like they love fruitcake? Me? Take it or leave it. Hey, Jim reads too slow. Oh, yeah. My dad. That is my dad. That is something he would say. Sound like I love fruitcake. Nah. Nah. Hey Jim, happy Friday. Thanks for coming by. For sure. Awesome. And no worries about being late. We're just sitting here talking books and you can if you see what I've talked about a little bit here, if it's interesting to you, you can go back and see the chat. I've put it all up on the screen. Trying to anyways. I probably missed stuff, right? Yeah, there you go, Danny. That's right. Right. Everyone's opinion is valid for themselves. Okay. It doesn't mean everybody's opinion needs to be, validated, right? Um, a lot of opinions can be horribly misguided and wrong and hurtful and even hurtful. Um, that doesn't mean that it's not valid for that person. They need to grow, but they need to acknowledge it and like, totally own it and like, get understand how they feel first before they can grow, right? So it's like that. But um see, you won't hear me validating um people's content or things that I don't support either, right? Case in point, got Tyler's latest tag. Oh God, Arbe, yes, Arby is freaking amazing, and that is, I mean, a testament to that. Uh, Codex Cantina, their like most viewed video on their whole channel on the Codex Cantina's channel is their Arby breakdown. It's freaking fantastic. It is fantastic. Yes. Very cool. I don't know it. I need some Joyce just straight poetry. Get it, Mark. Do it, Mark. Do it. I'll read it. I'll read it after the live tonight. I'll reread it. Let's do it. Let's read it together, right? Yes. Yeah, that's right. Oh my God. I tell you what, Mark, you're gonna love it. You know, it's just insanely imaginative. It's beautiful, and you just kind of fall into it. You fall into it. You know, you're gonna love it. You really will. If I know what we enjoyed. Mark and I had really enjoyed uh the Perdido Street Station, China Mieville. God, what a book! And it's just imagination off the charts. We'll talk about it a little bit, I'm sure, on Sunday. we're getting there, Mark. We're getting there, baby. It's all good. Oh, it's a freaking fantastic story. I mean, there's so many great ones in Dubliners, though, for sure. Y'all are great. Y'all are great. I swear. Yeah. Nice. Oh yeah. Yeah, you definitely will. Um, reading the Odyssey with Ulysses, I bet is crazy good. I didn't do that myself, but the Joyce the Ulysses annotated, Don Gifford, I read that along with my Ulysses exploration for the first half. And it goes into how the Odyssey story is being used by Joyce and maybe turned on its head, maybe certain things done. And I got a lot out of it. And that's another reason why, I feel like I didn't get so much out of the second half, because that's what I did. I stopped using the Ulysses annotated and going through that as I was reading. I just wanted to read it. So I'll say that it is worth it to use secondary sources on Joyce, Ulysses, and Finnegans Wake, of course, because there's so much to it. Very cool. Thank you very much, Hooked on Books with Chris. I'm almost done, for sure. We're almost at an hour, so I've used up the time, and that's fine. And I want to keep it at an hour or young or less, right? Thank you very much, y'all. Yeah, do it. I don't know if you'll find it in a thrift store, but you might. When it comes down to it, I've seen Jerusalem and used bookstores and stuff because it gets bought, or it got bought when it came out a lot, because it's Alan Moore, right? And he's only written two books, two novels, The Voice of the Fire and Jerusalem. And people don't read it because it's gigantic. The freaking hardcover of Jerusalem is like the heaviest book that I own. It's so heavy. The paper is so thick, and it's just insane. so people don't read it. Get this version. Get the 3 and read them, like 3 separate books. It works very, very well to have 3 separate books like that. Thank you so much, Mark. It really means a lot that you guys enjoy. Oh no. Unreadable? Please. Please. It's fantastic. It's fantastic, Mr. Bungle. I mean, if yeah, I understand people saying that Finnegans Wake is unreadable because there's so much kind of like made up words and no grammar to speak of and things like this. You just have to. It is its own language. But Jerusalem's not like that. Jerusalem's not like that at all. It's freaking beautiful. It's beautiful. Nice. Neuromancer. I'm not familiar. Nice. It is Neil Stevenson, though, right? If I'm not wrong. I might be wrong, right? There you go, fit to be read. Well, I mean, nothing wrong with saying, okay, well, number 15 and then calling out a friend, right? just to jab at him a little bit. I have nothing. Yes. The City and the City might be my next one. For sure. I have it on the shelf. I got it after we finished Perdido because, man, I want some more. Wow. Right. Exactly right, Moon Palm. I looked through all the different sections. In bookstores because people don't know what the hell they're doing. They don't know what the hell they're doing. Yes. Yeah, very cool and ineffable. Yeah, I can't wait to read. Yeah, Gibson. Sorry, I did have it wrong. Cool. Very cool. Awesome. Thank you guys. All right. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for coming by BookTube. You always make this so freaking cool. This was a lot of fun. And, you know, can't help but talk about Joyce a bit, The Wake, some Borges, some Jerusalem, some Saramago. You're on Everyone Who Reads It Must Converse, right? I can't wait to have the kind of week that I have coming up with content because I am going to be doing a lot of collabs this week. So look forward to it, hopefully, and catch you on the next one, BookTube. Bye bye.